Attention, Chicago Bears fans. The season's hanging by a thread, and what I'm about to tell you could flip the entire script. Picture this. One of our multi-million-dollar starters has been benched. Yep, $30 million on the contract, and it looks like he might be on his way out. The big question is, who's going to step up on the O-line? There are already potential replacements on the radar, and a few teams desperate to make a trade. Stick around until the end because we might be talking about a game-changing move for the Bears. But that's not all. The trade deadline is looming, and we all know how our GM operates. He's made some shocking moves before, and there are rumors of 3 key teams he might be working with. Browns, Rams, and Patriots. All 3 in crisis mode, and we could snatch up an elite guard to turn our game around. The tension is real, so don't miss a second of this video because any minute now, we could be witnessing a blockbuster trade. And if that wasn't enough, what's the deal with our players' health? One of our starting linemen, a key guard, is out with an injury. Defensive injuries are piling up too, and we've got some tough games ahead. But hold up, we've got a rising star stepping up and taking charge of this team. So if you're a true Bears fan, hit that subscribe button and smash that like because you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now I ask you, what's going on with the Chicago Bears and this $1 million contract? How is it possible that after signing Nate Davis for $30 million, the guy not only isn't performing, but has already been benched after just 2 weeks? I'll tell you this, something doesn't add up here. Davis's performance has been so poor that his PFF grade is a miserable 53.6. And you know what? The patience has run out. It looks like the team is already looking to the trade market to see how to fix this mess. Do you think the Bears should keep betting on Davis? Or is it time to make a move? I believe we're at a point where we can't afford any more mistakes. We need serious reinforcements on the offensive line, and fast. The truth is that Ryan Poles, our general manager, isn't going to sit idly by. If Poles has shown anything, it's that he's not afraid to make moves as the trade deadline approaches. Just look at what he did with Chase Claypool and more recently with Montez Sweat. The man has guts. And we know he's eyeing 3 teams that might have what we need. The Cleveland Browns, the Los Angeles Rams, and the New England Patriots. Now I ask you this, who would we bring in to replace Davis? This is where things get interesting. One of the hottest names is Wyatt Teller, guard for the Browns. This guy is a Pro Bowler, no less, and is about to come off injured reserve. It would be a huge win if we land him. But of course, there's a small issue. $21.9 million a year. Is that price worth it for the Bears? I say if it's what we need to fix the offensive line, then maybe it is. But don't go just yet, because Kevin Dotson from the Rams is also on the radar. This guy has been improving a ton since he arrived in LA. Is he cheaper? Absolutely. Plus, the Rams are short on second-round picks, something the Bears have in spades. Is Dotson the guard we need? I think he could be an excellent long-term option. And then there's the wild card, Robert Hunt from the Carolina Panthers. This guy signed a crazy contract for $100 million this year. $100 million. But the Panthers are in total chaos, and they might want to unload players to recoup some capital they lost in the trade with the Bears. Is it crazy to think about Hunt? I don't think so. If Poles wants to make an attractive offer, maybe with a couple of picks and a player, the Panthers could consider letting him go. Bears family, I have a direct question for you. Are we in trouble or what? Because when I see our starting guard, Tevin Jenkins, missing practices due to an ankle injury, I can't help but think about what this means for the near future. I'll tell you something. Jenkins has been a cornerstone on that offensive line. He hasn't missed a single game this season. So what are we supposed to do if he's not on the field this weekend in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars? Now, I ask you, is this just bad luck, or are we mishandling our injuries? Because besides Jenkins, other big names are out too. Zach Pickens, our defensive lineman, is still sidelined with that groin issue, and Jaquan Brisker is dealing with a concussion. These are key players. We're talking about our defense, the ones who make a difference on every play. And let's not forget Terrell Smith and veteran Mercedes Lewis. We've got a whole list of injuries right there. And I'll tell you this isn't just a case of bad injury luck. We're talking about something deeper, about physical preparation and strategy to keep our guys on the field. Don't come telling me it's not concerning to see this injury list just as the team starts to find its rhythm at 3-2. I believe that if we don't do something about it, the Jaguars could hit us hard this weekend. And you know as well as I do that we can't afford that. Now, let's talk about the positives, because I know there's some good news here. Kyler Gordon has made a solid recovery from his heel injury. He's gone from limited to a full participant in practice. That's great news. But wait a second. Just when we thought things were looking up, Tyreek Stevenson gets added to the list of concerns with a calf injury. It just doesn't stop. I ask you, what's going on here? It seems like every time we solve one problem, another pops up. I'll be clear, this game in London is critical. We're sitting at 3-2, and facing the Jaguars at this point in the season isn't just another game. It's an opportunity to show what we're made of. But if we keep losing key players like Jenkins, Pickens, Brisker, and the others, we're going to be in serious trouble. Let's get straight to the point. What's going on with the Chicago Bears? Caleb Williams, the rookie sensation, is finally showing his leadership. Yes, folks, Caleb, the #1 pick in the 2024 draft, got off to a rough start. And we know it. 630 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions in his first 3 weeks. That wasn't what we expected, but now this kid is on fire. 2 straight wins, 461 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. I'm telling you, gentlemen, that's the quarterback Chicago needed. And you know who's noticing? DJ Moore. Our star receiver has seen something in Williams. He said Caleb has become bossy. Yes, you heard that right, and I ask, is being bossy a bad thing? I don't think so. In this context, DJ means it as a compliment. He's demanding details in the plays, and if we don't do it right, he'll tell us to our face. That's what being a leader is all about. And honestly, I think that's what Chicago has needed for years. Someone to step up and say, this is how we're going to do it. And guys, check this out. DJ Moore is older than Caleb, but even he's had to say, okay, bro, you're right, I'll listen to you. I ask you, isn't this exactly what we've been waiting for? A QB who isn't afraid to speak his mind, even to veterans. But of course, there's some humility in Caleb too. He said it himself. I'm learning how players react to certain things. Some I can speak too strongly, and with others, I need to be more calm. This, my friends, is a leader who's learning and has the potential to take this team to great heights. Now let me say something important. Williams is still a rookie. Don't expect everything to be perfect overnight. We're going to see more ups and downs this season, but as long as he keeps growing, that's all that really matters for the long-term success of the Bears. So what's next? We're up against the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. Will Caleb keep his winning streak alive and lead us to a 3rd straight victory? I believe so. This kid has something special, and I want to see how he faces the Jaguars. But here's the question. Are we witnessing the next undisputed leader of the Chicago Bears? Now it's your turn, Bears fans. What's the best move for our team? Should we bet on Teller, trust in Dotson's youth, or take a risk with Hunt? I want to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments. This isn't just a discussion, it's a call to plan the future of our offensive line. Do you think we're making the right decisions to improve before it's too late? Another key question, are we handling the team's injuries well? Is the coaching staff doing enough to prevent these absences from affecting performance? Or perhaps you think we should change our strategy? Don't forget, this league is ruthless, and any mistake can cost us dearly. Write your thoughts below, and let's discuss this because every opinion matters. And finally, fans, do you think Caleb Williams can be the leader we've been searching for so long in Chicago? Is he the future of the Bears? I want to know your thoughts. So don't hesitate to leave your comments below. Come on, family, this is our space. Remember, on this channel, we're a family of Bears united by the same passion. Subscribing means being part of this community where we all count. So join in, leave your like, and we'll see you in the next video. Bear down.